Hello and welcome to Luna and the Druid. I'm Luna, and next to me is Jan.
I'm the Druid.
And we want to wish you Happy Christmas!
And happy Christmas from Killarney.
Yes, County Kerry, magical kingdom of Ireland.
That's it. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We need you to subscribe to our channel. It costs you nothing and it helps us a lot. So if you want to support us in any way, don't send us money. Subscribe to our channel, like the video. That gives us more visibility. So our channel full of magic,
Oh, yes.
spirituality, card readings, and events.
Speaking of magic, we actually had a magical experience on Thursday during the Winter Solstice, and we would like to share this experience with you today. Jan, would you like to start?
Oh, I can start. Luna and I and a few friends and family, we went to the Drombeg Stone Circle. It's a special place for the Winter Solstice because the the Stone Circle has an alignment for the Winter Solstice. It has a bit of an alignment in the morning. This was the sunrise, and as you can see, it's the sun flows through it in the morning, but really there's a proper alignment when in the evenings, when the sun goes down and the sun is out, you get the solar beams of the setting sun right through the middle of the circle, through the altar and the entrance stone.
That is such a beautiful picture.
Yes, and it was it was celebrated by the old people for maybe 8,000 years, because that's how old this stone circle is. It's really old. There is a filafoya there. That's a cooking pit. So there was a small settlement next to the stone circle, that when the people were there, they could share food, they could share music, they could play their bowrons, and celebrate the winter solstice. We have some videos of the event. I created something. You created something. Shall I share my video first?
Yes, please. I'm actually excited to see that.
Okay, let's have it going then. Here we go. Okay, Luna, very professional. magic.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Thank you. The music was just stunning. I mean, the experience of the drums and then other musicians joining, it was just beautiful.
Mm.
Uh, I will show you what was in between the beginning and the end, between the light and the darkness, because Jan was drumming. You couldn't see it at the video, but for the most of the time, I actually didn't spend much time with Jan because he was in the zone. He was drumming. When we got there, he immediately picked the stone, like, this one will be mine. He put his drum, and basically that was it. He started to drumming, and for a couple of hours he was just on fire. So I'm going to show you, Jan, what was happening in between, in the meantime.
I'm
And
curious.
oh yes, that's why I want to share those videos so you could see. And a few people actually asked me about the videos. So please reach out to me through this channel. I can share some more. I will also post some videos with the music after this recording, after this one. I have a beautiful 12-minute recording where the camera is just sitting in one place and you guys are playing music, and the sky, you can see slowly it's getting darker and darker, and the music is stunning. So that's going to be available as well. But for now, I want to share one of my videos I made. Let's start with this one. It'll be from the beginning to the end, where you can see that we were there celebrating long time after the sunset in the darkness.
We
Okay, so
did.
start with this, and you will actually see the moment when you go there, and you will have this. Okay, this stone is mine. That's very funny. Moment. So okay, I'll share. Stop talking and let's play some music. So I'm here with Jan at the Drombeg Stone Circle. We just had a sunset and the energy is just magical.
Wow.
It's awesome,
Lovely,
isn't it?
lovely, lovely.
That lantern was actually very important part of the gathering. Jan was holding it like a hermit with the lantern, and it was beautiful. Such a beautiful light at the
Yeah.
very end. I absolutely enjoyed it. You could see the gifts people brought and put at the altar. There was some fruits, some cheese. So the 8,000 years ago. Uh, haven't changed much actually. We still celebrate the way we used to, and I'm actually surprised how many people was there. uh, it was probably over 100. Such a beautiful energy, fantastic musicians, people who just joined with instruments. I enjoyed it. I loved every moment of it. How about you, Jan? What was your experience?
Yeah, we came up there, and when we arrived, it was, I think, 1 hour before the sun would set, and it was right the moment that almost everybody arrived. You know, when you saw in my video, when we showed up, when we walked up, that there were already people there, but they kept on coming, and I heard people who came half an hour later that they couldn't park their car within 5 minutes of walk of the stone circle. It was just jam packed. Yeah, yeah, and maybe there were 100, but it could have been 200 as well. But I wasn't aware of it anymore because, like you said, I joined the musicians. We're there together. We we were there. Most of them didn't even know each other beforehand. You just show up, blend in, say hi, I'm Jan, and they give me their names, and we start playing, and we hang in the rhythm, and then the flute player came and the fiddler came, and it all contributed to this wonderful, magical atmosphere. And then it slowly gets dark, and it gets mysterious, and then, yeah, then the lantern began to shine. It was like, especially when it was completely in the complete darkness, you just had this one candle in the middle, and it was enough to to see the shades of all the people, them then dancing there and singing there, and it went on for hours and hours and hours. I heard that some people even stayed the whole night afterwards. Yeah, yeah,
Wow, that is amazing. And you
yeah,
mentioned one interesting thing, like the music was playing all the time, but towards the sunset, the closest to the sunset we got, the music all of a sudden naturally started to fade away.
yeah.
You guys started to play lower, slower, and then after the sunset, it was complete silence. And it was such a powerful, you could see me when I was sharing the video of the energy. It was just people, few people were talking, and everyone was just inhaling and loving the energy. And I have two more videos for you.
Wow.
One particularly I made to show how great drummer and the leader you are in terms of the music. Apologies if you can hear guys barking noise. That's my puppy. Anyway,
We need
uh,
puppies anyway.
there were a few situations because, as you said, there were musicians who've never known each other, and they were playing together for the first time.
In
And
harmony.
sometimes
Yeah.
there was a disharmony, but I know from sound healing that disharmony is actually what breaks whatever block there is. But I love, Jan, how you immediately would jump on a rhythm. You're a drummer, so you're the rhythm leader, and you would immediately jump just to bring the harmony back. And you will see that on the next video I will play. Enjoy.
Fabulous. I remember these moments. They were brilliant. And of
Right.
course, in a natural drum circle, I've done a lot of drum circles in my career. In the Netherlands for years, I've done the drum circles on a big festival called Castle Fest, a medieval pagan festival that lasts for 4 days, and we would do a drum circle there. I think I've done it for 13, 14 years there, and you always get these moments that with the circles last for an hour there as well. That everything goes haywire and everything goes wrong again, and then I always had the biggest the biggest drum and just bash a little louder and get them back on track again, and that's lovely. It's a lovely way of flow, and people start dancing and people get in the zone and yeah, the way the drum has these magical attributes. um what a drum does, when you hear the drum, you probably might never have noticed, but your heartbeat goes down a little because of the drumming rhythm. So it soothes you, it makes you a bit more quiet, it quiets the mind, especially for the drummer itself, but also for the people who get in the feel, and so you lower your heartbeat, you lower your own rhythm, and whew, there you go. And especially when you're with more drums, there's always one that resonates with your chest, that's your rhythm. And uh, a similar way you can use the drum for healing work. When sometimes you just uh, people come to me and can have a drum healing, and they lay down, and I'm working with them slowly and surely, getting their rhythms down, and then the vibration of the drum gets everything back into place again. Yeah, lovely.
Uh, when I hear drums, I go into trance immediately. It's, guys, I'll show you here. There are
Hello, Karma, little puppy.
sheep outside, and she's just going crazy because obviously she wants to protect the house. So apologies for
No worries, no worries.
in the background.
Yeah,
But real life, those things
yeah,
happen, especially when you have a puppy in the house.
that's it.
Uh, yes. So I want to share last video I have, and there'll be the moment when you can tell that you are actually taking the lead in the drumming, and I absolutely loved it. And listen to the voice of the man in the background, because actually,
Oh,
complete band, I managed to record a beautiful, beautiful short story about the stone circle. Enjoy.
That's when. Okay. This natural existed before the stone circle, and they've built the stone circle here to line up with that, and also to have the full via there for the sauna.
Would you like to try the jam and this one is apple? These three are jam.
wow. Lovely, this man, and I remember later on he told another story, and it was just magic. So I would suggest for the viewers who can make it next year,
Yes,
put it,
definitely. It's
put
worth
it
the
in your
drive.
calendar. Yeah, it's a great event, and of course we had the weather with us. It wasn't raining, temperature was nice, the wind wasn't too bad. Perfect. Well, what could have gone better was probably that the sun would show himself. But yeah,
We were lucky. I
yeah,
watched videos from Newgrange, so it was way more windy over there as well. So
yeah,
we had luck on our side.
yeah. We had. By the way, yeah, you enjoyed it obviously. I enjoyed it obviously, and when we go beyond the winter solstice, we go into the regular holidays. What are your plans? What are your plans for the coming days? Christmas, New Year.
Well, as for Christmas, I have to thank you because those conversations we have inspire me to think and go deeper why there are actually things I choose to celebrate or do. Uh, long time ago, I decided to live from the point of view of my soul. My soul is my guide, and many things I practice, I never actually questioned that. That was things which came to me, and I never had a need to find a reason why. But because we are starting to talk about the magic and we talk about rituals, I like to go within myself to ask the question, okay, but what is the part which resonates with me? And with Christmas, I've said it before here on the channel as well, that I do celebrate both winter solstice as well as Christmas, but not in the traditional Christmassy way. And what I mean by this is, for me, Christmas Day is the day when the light comes back, when the light returns. Can you please stop barking? I'm so sorry. We're live. Sometimes it happens.
That's life.
Please stop doing it. Yes. Get a puppy, they said. It'll be great. Get a terrier. Anyway. Shh. Please. Shh. The worst part is if I let her go, she will start barking. Anyway, baby, please. Just shh. And for me, about Christmas, obviously I love the gift receiving and preparing part. That's obviously my favorite because I love to think of nice way of expressing my gratitude to people I love. However, as I mentioned, Christmas is this return of the light. That's when we turn around, and that's where we can experience the day slowly but surely getting longer and longer and longer. Another important part for me about Christmas is to go and be with nature. I always go someplace nice for a walk out in nature. I happen to live in the magical kingdom of Kerry, where we have the ocean here, the Atlantic Ocean, which I'm super, super connected with. So I always try and just do something out during the day, just to breathe, meditate, and thank for the entire beautiful year, and set my intentions for upcoming year. And speaking of that, if anyone is considering and asking themselves how they would like to celebrate New Year's Eve and how they would like to welcome upcoming New Year, me and my friend, who's a sound healer, are holding a space for online space for people who not necessarily want to or can go out, but want to do something meaningful, just to celebrate and welcome the new year. So perhaps I'll share the details in the captions and description and comments. On the event is on the Eventbrite. You can see it on the screen actually now. 2024 celebration, eventbrite.com. That's where all the details you can find, and that's where you can get the tickets. Shortly, we're going to start with a cacao ceremony and little gratitude meditation. We're going to do a sound bath. I'm going to read some cards, and then we're going to close off with ecstatic dance. So if anyone would like to join us, it's an open event, so more details on the screen. What about you, Jan?
Yeah. Well, one question first. Is it an online event?
Yes, that's an online event. So you can bring friends, you can bring family. And the reason we want to do it and we want to share it is, for sometimes people just want to do something meaningful, but they cannot be physically someplace else. And for us, it's important to share beautiful energy and share loving intention from the comfort of our own homes. That's what technology allows us to do these days. So I absolutely invite you. It's going to be a beautiful space. Richard Lee Drums is such a fabulous and amazing musician. It's just music flows through his body. So it's going to be amazing. I absolutely recommend.
Good. Well, and then back to your question, how am I celebrating? As you can see, I have had a very good winter solstice. I had a very busy 23rd, so last Saturday was a big walk. I'll talk about that later. Christmas itself, we invite some friends who are alone and for dinner, and we have a dinner together. And second Christmas day, we might go to the pub, to the local pub. There is some music there and some fun. Of course, this is Ireland, so there's always something to do in the pub. So that's on Stephen's Day, the second day of Christmas, we go to the pub. And New Year's Eve, well, nothing planned yet, so we might sign up for your event as well. and join you there. It sounds lovely. It's really interesting. So,
are you planning to take your drum to the pub with you?
Not the black one. Normally, I take a proper bowron to the pub. I have a few bowrons, the real Irish drum instrument. You play with one stick, and maybe on one show I'll do something here.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
Let's put that in. Yeah. So
yeah,
that's.
You mentioned a walk on the 23rd. Could you talk about this a little more? I'm very curious.
Yeah, that's okay. You might know or might not know. My Druid Grove is called the Druid Grove of Anu, and that's because we live in a landscape that's dedicated to the goddess Anu. Anu is the mother goddess of Ireland, the goddess of farmers, the goddess of wind, the goddess of fertility. And when the Tuatha De Danann came to Ireland 9,000 years ago and landed in Bantry Bay and went into Cork and Kerry and dispersed, they found two twin peaks somewhere in the landscape, and they called them the breasts, or at this word now we call them the Paps of Anu. And the name the Paps of Anu for these two breast-shaped mountains has been known for as long as people can remember. There's on the top of the Paps, there's two cairns. They're in the shape of nipples, so really finishing up the breasts. They're 700 plus meters high. The height difference is just a few meters, so they're almost symmetrical breasts, which is a beauty feature, of course, in the landscape. And down the Paps of Anu, there is also a place called the City of Shrown, the Caher Croft Dirk, the fortress of the Red Claw, near the town of Redmore, and Redmore means big fortress. So that's the town is named after this big fortress that has been there. And that place is known in Ireland as the place where, for as long as people remember, continuously, so without a break, there has been celebrations there, religious or spiritual celebrations, for more than 5,000, 6,000 years. And it's probably the only place in the world where these things have been done without a break. So every year on La Bieltana, on the 1st of May, we celebrate in the city of Shrown the fertility festival. And then on the Paps would be more as a spiritual journey, as a soul journey, to walk there. Also in the summer solstice, but especially for the last years in the winter solstice, we walked up the Paps of Anu in the morning. So we left at Gary's Bridge, at least most people left at Gary Bridge at 6:45. It takes about 2 hours to get there, walking. I would go all the way down because I live up the mountain already, so I just walk out of my house and mix with the crowd. And when I leave the house, when I go and join join the crowd there. This is what I see.
Oh, wow.
I'm here. In the center, you see my torch, my headlight, and in the distance, there's about I heard it were 300 people walking through the mountains, the dark mountains, the Cork and Kerry mountains. It's this place on the Cork Kerry border, on the way to the Paps of Anu, and it's night. It's dark, and slowly when you approach the mountains, you see the sun trying to get over the mountain and show up there. So really interesting view. It's a tough climb. I said it's about 2 hours walking there, and this is when we are on top. As you can see, this is the big nipple on the western pap. There's a few next to it is an eastern pap that has a nipple as well, and here you can see the people climbing the mountain, and you see it's already slowly getting light, and they go on top. We had a walk there 4 years ago, 2019. This is a photo of the 2019 walk. This guy in the photo there is me.
You. Wow.
And it was the walk was as a charity walk for Kerry Hospice, and the text says the Druids calling the winter solstice marked in the kingdom. Jan Tetro, Druid from nearby Anamor, that's where I live, calls ancient ancestors with his shaman drum on the Paps of Anu to celebrate this year's winter solstice in aid of Kerry Hospice Foundation. Wow, yeah, that was really lovely. When I was up the mountain that day, I was there with a friend, a neighbor. This is Johnny O'Brien, or also known as Johnny the Rock. He was a bit of a character, a very loved person in the community up there. The king of Glenflesk, we called him. He lived on the main road on a little farm. He had horses, he had goats and sheep, and he was always on the road. And everybody would always blow his horn when and Johnny would never be shy of waving his hand. And if you stopped and having a talk, then last year's Christmas came. And we didn't do the walk on the solstice, but it would have been done on St. Stephen's Day, the second day of Christmas, the 26th. And that day I joined the walk again, and looking, would Johnny be there? It was a bit later that day, and someone said, no, Johnny won't be here because last night his farm burned down, and the farm burned down with him in it. And so that was a dark shadow that lay over the Paps walk in 2023. So this year we decided to do the walk in his memory as well. So in his memory, and still do the walk for charity, of course, and but in memory of Johnny O'Brien. When we were up there this year, we did a small commemoration of him, and I will share the video of that event now.
Would have been playing barons of some sort and dancing like that. And if you go down to Shrone at the bottom of the city, there's a placard that said it's the oldest continuous place of worship on this planet.
Everybody! For these are my mountains, and this is my glen, the days of my childhood, I'll see them again. No land ever and I'm going home. For these are my mountains, and I'm going home. God bless you. God bless you, Margaret.
Yeah,
I
impressive.
got emotional.
Yeah, yeah, of course. And I was at his funeral last January, and his brother-in-law did the eulogy, did some words there, and it was in the church in Glenflesk. But the last words of the eulogy were, "Johnny, we don't know what he believed, but he loved nature."
Hmm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So
Thank you for sharing this sad story, because
yeah,
in the time of Christmas, Christmas is a magical time. Like, I have no doubt about it. I actually witnessed and am a part of a Christmas miracle, which happened to me. My dear old friend, who we got a little cross with each other, she returned to my life completely changed, renewed, rejuvenated, with such a beautiful, loving energy that for me, it is a Christmas miracle indeed. However, it brings me to those people who Christmas is not a time of celebration at all. There is many of people who are actually, the Christmas is very hard time for them for many reasons. They may be lonely, they may be thinking of beloved who are not with us anymore, and there may be loads and all sorts of different reasons why Christmas is hard for them. So, for those people who are actually watching us, if you feel like this, please remember that you're not alone. I am sending my love and light to your heart. Please be brave. And that's my message I wanted to share.
wow, that's so deep, and it's a miracle that in this time of year, uh, Mercury retrograde, but still, in the light of the tarot reading we did for the last show, where we had this card in the middle, the Five of Wands, strife, and that we said we have to get over ourselves, be a bit of flexible. If we all make a few steps towards each other, in the middle we can find some ground for peace, and that's so important these days, that in this time of worldwide conflicts. There were many years in my life uh, that we had no wars at Christmas, and that we didn't have need a truce for Christmas. You know, that we put down the weapons for 1 or 2 days because of Christmas. And now this year, it's there again. We're in this time that we have to talk, how do we treat each other with Christmas again. And it's so lovely to hear that you found uh, a, a solution for a fallout with a friend, and yeah, that's beautiful.
I am beyond happy because this person is very close to my heart, and it broke my heart to lose that connection. But when we grow, sometimes we need to let those situations happen, because at the end of a tunnel, there is always healing behind. Sometimes we just can't see it clearly, and sometimes many situations and many moons have to pass in order to see the light. But it's there.
It's there. Yeah. Well, congratulations on getting that back again then.
Thank you.
Yeah. So this is Christmas. This is our Christmas show. Um, what's our plans for New Year?
Yes, intention. That's
Good
very
intentions.
important, especially at this time of a year, because we can slow down and actually ask ourselves, what are the intentions?
Yeah.
What are the intentions for this channel, my dear Jan?
Ooh. Well, we're going to go live a lot. We're going to do some smaller videos during the week. Um, but of course, the hourly lives like tonight on even on the first day of Christmas, we make sure that there is something at 8 p.m. on Monday, and of course, you can watch it back. And if you don't want to forget, watch it back. Like and subscribe. Subscribe to our channel. Our plans for next year. We're going to start having guests. I have signed up a very interesting guest, and a famous Druid who wrote a new book for the 8th of January. You have a friend who is a tarot blogger, a tarot reader. We'll invite her for a show. So yeah, we're going to have some people in the show. For the new year, my intention is also to travel a bit. Of course, I traveled around the country as a tarot reader, but we might also visit places like the Paps of Anu and like the Drombeg Stone Circle, either individual or preferably together, where we show up when something is there, or just show up because it's there. I know a few lovely places here in Cork and Kerry we can go to, so that's what we'll definitely do. What about making spirituality a topic, spirituality and magic?
Oh my goodness. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to talk about it. It's such a deep, deep topic. And
Yeah.
we'll definitely touch on that multiple times, because when we were driving to Drombeg with Jan, we actually come across this question: what is spirituality? And we discovered that many people have a completely different view on spirituality. And the both of us as Geminis, as you know astrology a little bit, you know that Geminis are very curious creatures. So we definitely will explore that path.
Yeah.
But if there is something you, our dear viewers, would like us to talk about, let us know in the comment below this video, write it down, and I'm sure we would love to jump on that topic as well. One thing Jan mentioned, that he will travel to do some readings around the country. Could you tell me more about this? How would that work? Where people could meet you and find you?
Yeah, it's I work with together with let me see here, together with an organization called the Holistic Fairs, Dublin Mind Body Experience. Yes, and on my website jantetro.com there's a section events, and there's about 30 events for 2024 I've been signed up with, and it's from Castlebar to Wexford, from Tralee to Derry, north, south, east and west, Dublin, Cork, Limerick, Galway, all the big cities, but also in the province, in Athlone, in Tralee, in Mallow, in Middleton, North Dublin, Ashbourne, South Dublin, Tala. All these places have their holistic fairs either once or sometimes even twice a year. I'll be there most of the times. I'll just adjust my URL. So
while Jan is doing that, I will share something with our viewers. Well, I met Jan in Dublin, Mind Body Experience in Dublin, and he had queue all the time. There were people who came just to see Jan, specifically Jan, and had a reading with him. Like, he was occupied all the time. I tried to come and have a quick conversation in between, but I was always had to go back because he was busy. So I absolutely recommend getting a reading. And it's in person, which is a different experience. Obviously, Jan and myself, we are offering readings online, which doesn't take anything from the reading itself. Sometimes it's even easier. However, being face-to-face with Jan, it's always an amazing experience when you can actually feel his energy, his grounding, beautiful presence, and see his light.
Well, Luna, thank you for being so so perseverant, because you kept on coming, and at the end of one of the days, we finally met up together, agreed to have a cup of coffee later, and that resulted in us now working together here. So that shows that good things come to the people who persist.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's let that be your theme for not only you, Luna, but also for our viewers for the next year. The things you love, the things you want to manifest for yourself, make them clear. Say, I want to do this, I want to have this, and persist. Visualize, dream your dreams to life. Believe in the possibilities. Also know when to stop. There's this thin line here. It's like walking the rope, balancing and not falling off the left or right. Know when to stop and know when to persist. And good things will come to those who stick to it.
Especially that astrologically and numerology speaking, 2024 is the year of number 8. 8 is all about abundance. It's all about prosperity. It's also about cycles. So the 2024 will be year of change for many people that will actually bring whatever intention and manifestations they were working on towards to. That this year may be a very transformative year in order to bring that abundance, that prosperity, for some people, wealth as well. So it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to have this journey through 2024 with you guys, our beautiful viewers, with you, Jan, of course. And I'm excited and looking forward for what's going to happen, what's the new year is going to bring.
Yeah. Well, it says it will bring us the universe, it will bring us everything. So I'm more than certain that for most people, go out, believe in themselves, believe in the magic, believe in the universe, believe in the magic of the universe, that they will manifest a perfect year ahead.
Yeah, there is one condition for that to happen. Our heart needs to be open and our voice needs to speak our truth. And that's what we do here on Luna and the Druid. We speak our truth.
And with open heart. And with that, dear viewers, with that we're going to finish. I think we're finished for today. We all wish you a very, very, very happy Christmas and a happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And we'll see each other in 1 week on the other side. And 1 week on the other side.
Yeah.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas all.